Hi everyone. My name is Vese, and I am the founder of Philly and Friends. We are a children's lifestyle brand that aims to add the much needed drop of color in the sea of children's products. We create beautifully illustrated children's books, wall art, affirmation cards, and they are designed to instill self-love and confidence in our little ones. I'm here to answer any questions you have and just to give a bit of color to what I do and how I help parents and children, and basically speak about the ethos of our brand. And I just thought I'll give you a very quick overview about my story, why I started, and how Philly and Friends came about. So I had my daughter in 2017, and obviously being a first-time mom and just being excited about the whole experience, I started looking for books that I could read to her to ensure that she's well read and all of that, and just to have bonding times and bedtime routines and the excitement of being a first time mom. And yes, so I went in search of books and I realized, oh my gosh, there are not that many books that have children that look like my daughter. And that got me really thinking. I feel like we underestimate the importance of representation in the lives of our children. You can only aspire to be what you can see, and to be able to think bigger than yourself, you have to have someone that you can look up to. And so I started thinking about representation and what I could do to make a difference, because I believe strongly that you have to be the change that you want to see in the world. And so I got the idea for the book, my book, which is titled Who Do I See in the Mirror? And it's basically a book about a sweet little girl who goes on a journey to discover what makes her truly special. While I went in search of books to read to my daughter, I discovered that there weren't that many books that featured children that looked like her, mainly as the main characters. And that really bugged me, because I strongly believe in the power of representation. Representation seeps into the self-esteem and self-worth of a child. I strongly believe that people underestimate the power of representation. You are only able to dream as far as you can see. And when I say you can see, it doesn't need to be your immediate environment, because you can grow bigger than your immediate environment, but also in what you read, the things you hear, the movies or the TV shows that you watch. They expand your worldview and your thought process, what you think about others, what you think about yourself. But if you constantly cannot see yourself represented in the books you read, the toys you play with, and the media you consume, it tells a story. And I didn't want my daughter to feel like she didn't matter, and so I went through my own journey of self-discovery, and I checked my own biases, just went within to uncover myself. And I realized that I was very passionate about building confidence in kids through the power of representation. And so that led me to write my debut book, Who Do I See in the Mirror? And I am so thankful for the feedback, the recognition that the book has received, particularly from parents, also from the media, and just random people who I've got people message me to say that they read the book and cried because it's the book they wish they had when they were growing up. And so I'm thankful that it's been able to have impact, and that's what I hope for the brand, and that's what I hope I'm able to share with you today, the importance of representation. I believe that love and representation go hand in hand. If you teach your children to love through representation, then we're able to raise children who can accepting of others. And the reason why I say love is you cannot if we dig deeper to understand what love is, you are only able to love what you understand, and you cannot understand what you don't see. And that's why I'm very passionate about representation through play. Research says that from the age of 2, children already begin to reason based on race. By the age of 2.5, they are choosing their playmates by the color of their skin by race. And then by 5, racial prejudice is already formed. And so this shows the importance of diversity in the playroom. And so another big part of what we do at Philly and Friends and what we are passionate about is instilling self-love and confidence in our little ones. And we do that through the types of books and products we release, but also occasionally I would share tips that I've learned along the way. I thought it would be good to share some of the tools I use with my kids to facilitate conversations around diversity. So here it goes. One of it is, it's a memory and matching game. I never forget a face. And it's basically a matching game. You just match faces, really. It's fun. Kids love to match things. They enjoy it. So, but then it has different people that you match, so from different cultures. And I think it's just a great way to let your kids know that the world, there's so much out there in the world, you know, outside of their immediate environment. Yeah, so these are some of the cards that you get on it, and then you have to match your face. Yeah, we love it. We have a good time with it over here in my house. So it's I never forget a face. I got this off Amazon, but I'm sure you might have it in your local independent shop. Have a look around. Another one is the Rosa and Bo nested babies. I love it. It's so cute, and my kids love it too. My daughter went to bed with it, so that's a winner. Yeah, so you just have this, and it's just the fact that the faces have different hues, which is so great, you know. It helps another conversation around different tones, different hues, you know, all of that. So yeah, there you go. Another one is Super Sapien cards. We love these. Yeah, and it's just about great women from around the world that have done really great things, you know. So here, cards. Yeah, and then it's also some sort of matching game as well, but it's a card game. So check them out, Super Sapiens. I think they're really good. And of course, another one is my book titled Who Do I See in the Mirror? It's literally my gift to little kids. I think it's 2-in-1. It teaches your kids that they are special, they are loved, and they are much more than their outward appearance, but also touches on differences of the skin and accepting who you are on the outside. One of my best parts of the book is the part that says, but what matters most is my good heart and curious mind. That is who I truly am. I really love that bit. Yeah, and I really like to emphasize diversity in that we're all colorful. We all make the rainbow, you know. We all make the world a better place. Yeah, accepting color, not denying color, because if you can see yellow, you can see black, you can see white, you can see brown. So that's what we're all about. I don't know if you have any questions for me. If you do, please write the questions in the question box and just let me know your thoughts and whatever it is that you need. If you want any information, happy to answer them for you. So another thing in terms of how we introduce diversity to our children is the things they watch. How diverse are the shows that they are watching? And when diversity is introduced, how is it introduced? how are black people portrayed, how are Indians portrayed, how are white people portrayed, you know, ensuring that it's not stereotypical, but it's also showing, you know, it's also helping them embrace diversity in a good and positive way, because we just don't want representation, we want positive representation to ensure that people are portrayed in the right way, and we're not sowing seeds of bias and stereotypes in our children. It's been a nice time with you. I hope that I've been able to explain very simply the importance of diversity and the importance of introducing it in the home, because through introducing it in the home, you are able to instill acceptance in your children from very young age. Their brains are growing, and the more you expose them to, the more they are able to accommodate. And so by introducing a variety of things to them through play, you are raising, accepting, loving children, and the world will be a better place if we do that. So yes, one final thing I want to say is about childcare. One of the other ways to introduce and deal with a diverse playroom, or introduce it with our children, is with the childcare choice that we make. A lot of us use nurseries, nannies, childminders, and it's important to have conversations with them about what they're introducing to the children, how diverse is their staff, what is their curriculum on diversity, what type of toys do they have, what type of dolls do they have, you know, what are they teaching the children about cultural diversity. We need to make sure that the nurseries or whoever is childcare's their policies on diversity are what align with ours, and help facilitate conversations with our kids. It's really what we just want to do is introduce very lightly the idea that our differences make us unique, our differences are beautiful, and they should be celebrated. So yes, speak to your childcare provider, and if you notice there's something, speak to the head, the nursery manager, the room leader, and if you notice that there is a gap, feel free to buy them a toy, a book, something to help the conversation and keep it going. There are also dolls that introduce your children to concepts of physical challenges as well, and so those are things that would be good to explore with our children, because what we're trying to do is help them build empathy. You know, if you have a white child and they're playing with a black doll, or a doll with physical challenges, or a black child playing with a white doll, they're building empathy towards that doll. It's a physical representation of what we're trying to achieve, and we're teaching them how to we're teaching them how to expand their love well, you know, to know that there's a lot more in the world outside of what they know. But it's been lovely. I hope that I've been able to explain to you what we do, what we try to do. Honestly, I say we aim to add a drop of color in the sea of children's products. What we need is representation, positive representation for all, because I strongly believe that all children need to see themselves and others represented in the books they read, the toys they play with, and the media they consume. We're helping build wholesome children. We're helping raise wholesome children, confident children. When we do that, representation matters. So thank you for having me. I hope you've had a lovely day. It's been so lovely hanging out with you all. Please feel free to send me a message, drop me a DM, continue the conversation with the team from City Kids. But you can also check us out. Our website is www.phillyandfriends.com. But you could also check us out on Instagram at phillyandfriends.com, at phillyandfriends, sorry. But yes, it will be lovely to yeah, to continue the conversation, keep it going. I think it's an ongoing thing. Many of us we didn't realize the need for diversity in play. And so it's a new, I understand that it's a new and fresh concept for most of us and everyone, and that's okay. The important thing is to get the conversation going and to see how we can make changes, how we can improve, and just create a warm, friendly environment for ourselves and our kids. And yes, it's been lovely. Have a good day and see you soon. Bye.